Over 70% of adults over 60 in the U.S. take magnesium, vitamin D3, and K2 every single day. But according to a study from Harvard University, nearly 80% of them report no noticeable improvements in their health. So why is that? You believe that taking supplements regularly should help, but your sleep is still restless. Your energy is still drained. Your blood pressure still isn't stable. And at some point, you may have thought, maybe it's just aging. But the truth is far more unsettling. These vitamins can't do their job because most people are taking them the wrong way without even knowing it. Wrong form, wrong timing, missing critical cofactors. Worse yet, improper intake can cause calcium to build up in the wrong places, clogging arteries, disrupting sleep, and silently weakening your bones. So, how should you really take them to see real results? In this video, you'll discover 7 persistent health problems that may disappear if you take magnesium, D3 and K2 the right way, at the right time, in the right combination. And if you've ever felt disappointed because your supplements didn't work, this video might be the breakthrough you've been waiting for. Have you ever slept 8, even 10 hours a night, yet still wake up feeling drained and foggy? You might blame it on aging, but in reality, there's a biological battery inside your body that's nearly depleted, and you don't even know it. Most people over 60 have no idea that their persistent exhaustion isn't just about poor sleep. It's because their cells are no longer producing energy effectively. And the hidden culprit behind this: a deficiency in 3 essential nutrients: magnesium, vitamin D3, and vitamin K2. Magnesium is at the center of energy production. Without enough of it, your body can't convert the food you eat into usable cellular fuel, ATP. One study from the Journal of the American College of Nutrition found that people low in magnesium needed significantly more oxygen to perform basic tasks, which explains why even light activity can leave you breathless. Vitamin D3, known for its immune benefits, also plays a vital role in how your mitochondria function, your body's cellular powerhouses. Research from the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism shows that people low in D3 often suffer from muscle fatigue, low stamina, and unexplained exhaustion. While vitamin K2 doesn't directly produce energy, it helps improve blood flow, delivering more oxygen and nutrients to your cells, and protects your mitochondria from oxidative stress, allowing them to work more efficiently over time. Imagine trying to drive a car with a weak battery and dirty fuel. No matter how much you rest, it still won't run properly. That's what your body feels like when it's running low on these nutrients. You're pushing through the day with no real fuel. The good news is, once you start taking magnesium, D3 and K2 the right way in the correct form, dosage, and combination, many people report a remarkable transformation in just 2 to 3 weeks. That foggy morning heaviness lifts, your mind sharpens, your energy returns, and that's only the beginning, because this same deficiency trio may also be silently driving your blood pressure higher without you even realizing it. If you're still watching and finding this helpful so far, drop a 1 in the comments below to let me know you're on this journey with me. It really helps me create more content that supports your health and peace of mind. It starts quietly: a little pressure in your head, a heavy thump in your chest when climbing stairs, a strange tension behind your eyes. Most people dismiss these signs, but over time, high blood pressure becomes a silent force working against you, damaging your heart, your brain, and your arteries without a sound. And here's what most people never realize behind this rise in pressure is not just stress or diet. It's often a long-standing deficiency in 3 key nutrients: magnesium, vitamin D3 and vitamin K2. When your body lacks magnesium, your blood vessels can't relax properly. They constrict and stiffen, forcing your heart to push harder with every beat. A large meta-analysis in the journal Hypertension found that magnesium supplementation alone reduced systolic pressure by over 4 mmHg in people with high blood pressure. That might sound small, but over time, it can mean the difference between stable health and a dangerous cardiac event. Vitamin D3 adds another piece to the puzzle. It helps regulate the renin-angiotensin system, which controls blood vessel constriction. People with low D3 often show higher levels of inflammation and vascular resistance, two silent drivers of rising pressure. A study from the Journal of Hypertension showed that supplementing with D3 lowered systolic blood pressure by an average of 5 mmHg in deficient adults. Then there's vitamin K2, the unsung hero. K2 helps keep calcium in your bones where it belongs and out of your arteries. When you're deficient, calcium can harden the arterial walls, reducing flexibility and increasing resistance, two key factors that elevate blood pressure without you even noticing. K2 quietly protects the integrity of your vessels, allowing them to stay supple and responsive. Now, imagine your blood vessels like garden hoses. Over time, if they become stiff and narrowed, pressure builds inside. That's your heart's daily battle when these nutrients are lacking. But restore the balance, and your arteries begin to soften. The flow improves, and your heart doesn't have to fight so hard anymore. And there's one more player we rarely talk about: potassium. While not part of the magnesium D3 K2 trio, it complements them beautifully. Potassium helps flush out excess sodium and relax the walls of your arteries. Yet most people, especially those over 60, are chronically low in it. This is why adding more leafy greens, avocados, sweet potatoes, and bananas to your routine, along with the proper use of magnesium, D3 and K2 can create a healing environment inside your body, one where pressure naturally begins to drop without relying solely on medications. If your numbers have been creeping up, or you've been told it's just part of aging, don't accept that. There's a natural, science-backed path to easing that pressure literally, and for many people, it starts with correcting what's been quietly missing all along. Have you ever felt your heart racing for no reason, sometimes skipping a beat, sometimes pounding out of nowhere, leaving you anxious, even though your heart tests all came back normal? You're not alone. Many people over 60 experience irregular heartbeats or palpitations without realizing that the root cause may be a deficiency in magnesium, vitamin D3, and vitamin K2. The heart is not just a muscle that pumps blood. It's also an electrical organ where every beat is controlled by finely tuned electrical signals, powered by minerals. And magnesium plays a central role in maintaining these bioelectrical currents. When magnesium levels drop, those signals misfire, leading to skipped beats, racing heart, or abnormal rhythms, especially when you're tired, dehydrated, or stressed. A study in the journal Circulation found that low magnesium levels are significantly associated with higher risks of arrhythmias, particularly atrial fibrillation. In another clinical trial, participants who supplemented with magnesium reported a noticeable reduction in both the frequency and intensity of palpitations within weeks. But magnesium isn't acting alone. Vitamin D3, though rarely linked to heartbeat issues, plays a critical role in reducing inflammation and supporting proper heart muscle function. When D3 is deficient, cellular stress increases and your heartbeat becomes less stable. D3 also helps regulate calcium, essential for the coordinated contraction of heart muscle cells. And then there's vitamin K2. Its job is to keep calcium out of the wrong places. Without enough K2, calcium can deposit in soft tissues like the heart and blood vessels, interfering with electrical conduction and contributing to irregular rhythms. On top of that, if you're taking diuretics or following a strict diet, you might also be depleting potassium, a mineral just as essential for maintaining a steady heartbeat. When these deficiencies combine, your heart's electrical system starts to flicker, unpredictable and unstable, leaving you constantly aware of your heartbeat, often with a lingering sense of unease. But when you replenish magnesium, D3 and K2 properly and at the right times, many people report that this constant awareness of their heartbeat fades, the rhythm steadies, the racing quiets, and they finally feel back in control of their own body. Don't wait for your heart to speak through pain. Listen to the small signals now, because peace in every heartbeat might only be 3 long, overlooked nutrients away. Have you noticed that you catch colds more easily than before? A mild cough lingers for weeks, or just being near someone who sneezes leaves you sniffling for days. Weak immunity isn't simply a part of getting older. In reality, many people over 60 experience a silent decline in immune function rooted in a deficiency of 3 essential nutrients: magnesium, vitamin D3, and vitamin K2. Vitamin D3 isn't just a vitamin, it acts like a hormone that activates immune cells, including T cells and macrophages, the soldiers that hunt down viruses and bacteria in your body. When D3 is lacking, your immune system responds more slowly and weakly to threats. A large study published in the BMJ found that regular vitamin D supplementation significantly reduced the risk of respiratory infections, especially in people who are already deficient. So, what about magnesium? More than 600 enzymatic reactions in your body depend on magnesium, including those that regulate immune responses and control inflammation. Without enough magnesium, your body can't convert vitamin D into its active, usable form, so even if you take D3, it may not work effectively. In addition, vitamin K2 plays a critical role in preventing chronic, low-grade inflammation, the very process that weakens your immune system over time. K2 also supports immune cell precision, ensuring they respond appropriately without overreacting and causing harm. Many older adults think frequent minor illnesses are just part of aging. But in truth, these are warning signs that your body no longer has the resources to defend itself properly. Think of your immune system as a defense army. Without the right weapons, D3 enough energy, magnesium, or proper coordination, K2, that army struggles to fight no matter how much rest you get. And that's when bacteria and viruses find their opening. The good news, within just a few weeks of supplementing properly with this trio, many people report fewer colds, quicker recoveries, and greater peace of mind when the weather changes or illness is going around. You don't have to live with that fragile, vulnerable feeling. A strong immune system is something you can rebuild, starting with 3 long overlooked nutrients. If you're still watching and finding this information truly helpful, leave a 1 in the comments below to let me know you're still with me. Your feedback helps me keep sharing the best health solutions for you. Have you ever felt anxious, restless, or unable to sleep even when your body is completely exhausted? You lie in bed, eyes closed for hours, but your mind just won't stop racing. Or you wake up in the middle of the night, heart pounding, hands cold, and can't fall back asleep. Many people assume it's just stress or aging, but in reality, the hidden culprits are often deficiencies in magnesium and vitamin D3, 2 nutrients that play a core role in calming the nervous system and regulating sleep. Magnesium acts like a natural brake for your nervous system. It helps control neurotransmitters, especially GABA, the one that slows down brain activity and promotes relaxation. When magnesium is low, your brain stays overstimulated, making you feel jittery, irritable, and unable to fall into deep, restful sleep. It doesn't stop there. Magnesium also supports the body's production of melatonin, your natural sleep hormone. A study published in the Journal of Research in Medical Sciences showed that magnesium supplementation significantly improved sleep duration, sleep quality, and reduced nighttime waking, especially in older adults. Vitamin D3 is equally important. Numerous studies have linked low D3 levels to depression, disrupted circadian rhythms, and chronic sleep disturbances. D3 directly affects areas of the brain that regulate sleep and mood. When levels are low, your body's sleep-wake cycle is thrown off. You're not sleepy at night, but you're exhausted during the day. A study from Nutrients found that people with adequate D3 levels not only slept more soundly, but also woke up more refreshed and had fewer nighttime interruptions compared to those who were deficient. And here's something many people don't realize. You can take vitamin D3 for months and still struggle with sleep because without enough magnesium, your body can't activate D3 effectively. These two nutrients work hand in hand, but this vital connection is often overlooked. So if you've tried everything herbal teas, meditation, sleeping pills, but still can't get a restful night's sleep, it may not be about the method. It may be about what's missing inside, the foundation your brain needs to truly shut down and rest. The good news is, those peaceful nights can return. And sometimes, all it takes is replenishing a few simple yet powerful nutrients in the right way. Do you still believe that simply taking calcium is enough to prevent osteoporosis? The truth is, if you're taking calcium without magnesium, vitamin D3 and vitamin K2, you could unknowingly be feeding your bone loss and even increasing your risk of artery calcification without realizing it. Calcium is just the raw material, but for calcium to actually reach the right places, your bones and teeth, your body needs a proper delivery system. Vitamin D3 helps absorb calcium from food into the bloodstream, but that's only half the journey. Without vitamin K2 to guide it, calcium may end up in the wrong places, like artery walls, joints, or soft tissues, leading to a higher risk of arterial stiffness, joint pain, and loss of vascular flexibility. Several studies have confirmed the role of K2 as a traffic controller for calcium. Research from the Journal of Bone and Mineral Research shows that K2 deficiency significantly increases the risk of calcium buildup in arteries, a major contributor to stroke and heart attack in older adults. It doesn't stop there. More than 50% of the body's magnesium is stored in the bones. Magnesium not only helps form bone structure, but is essential for activating vitamin D3. Without magnesium, D3 can't work properly, and calcium can't be absorbed effectively. Many seniors take calcium for years, only to find that their bone density remains low. They often blame age or genetics without realizing the real issue is a lack of the supporting trio magnesium, D3, and K2. Think of your bones like a skyscraper. Calcium is the cement, but without magnesium as the steel, D3 to bring the materials in, and K2 to ensure everything is placed correctly. It's like pouring cement all over the place, and the structure eventually cracks and collapses. Taking calcium alone, without D3, K2, and magnesium, doesn't just fail to strengthen your bones. It can silently harm your cardiovascular and nervous system. The good news is, when you restore this balance, studies show that bone density improves significantly, fracture risk drops, and even bone-related aches and pains begin to fade. No need for harsh medications or invasive treatments sometimes. It's simply about giving your body the key nutrients it's been missing. And just like that, your bones can begin to grow stronger naturally, day by day. Do you often suffer from headaches, especially those dull, lingering ones or intense migraines that make it impossible to focus, where all you can do is lie still? You're not alone. Many people over 60 silently endure chronic headaches, and few realize that part of the problem may stem from a deficiency in magnesium, vitamin D3, and K2. When the body lacks magnesium, the blood vessels in the brain are more prone to spasms, reducing blood flow and triggering intense, throbbing pain around the temples. Magnesium also regulates nerve signaling. Without it, the brain becomes overly sensitive to light, sound, and even emotions, all common migraine triggers. Studies have shown that people with chronic migraines often have lower than normal magnesium levels, and proper supplementation can help reduce both the frequency and intensity of the pain. Vitamin D3 also plays a key role. Low D3 levels increase inflammation throughout the body, making the brain's pain processing areas more reactive. Many people only discover they're deficient in D3 after months of unexplained, persistent headaches. And then there's K2, a nutrient often overlooked. It supports healthy blood circulation and helps maintain steady blood flow to the brain, reducing the risk of brain fog and chronic tension headaches caused by poor oxygen delivery. If you've grown used to relying on painkillers, it might be time to listen to what your body is missing. Because sometimes, just by restoring the nutrients you've been lacking, the pain can finally ease and life can feel lighter once again. We've just gone through 7 persistent health issues: fatigue, insomnia, headaches, high blood pressure, bone loss. Problems that many believe they'll have to live with forever. But as you've seen, they can actually be improved, sometimes dramatically, simply by taking 3 essential nutrients the right way: magnesium, vitamin D3, and K2 with the proper dose, form, and timing. I know you may have already tried so many things: multivitamins, healthy eating, regular exercise, but the results just weren't there. And that can feel discouraging. But if today you've discovered that just by adjusting how you take these core nutrients, things could finally shift, then that's not false hope. That's science. And more importantly, it's a real chance to take back control over your health. If this video helped you have that aha moment, please hit the like button and subscribe. And don't keep this information to yourself. Share it with friends or loved ones. They might also be taking vitamins the wrong way without even realizing it. Try applying this the right way over the next 30 days and watch what starts to change inside your body. And tell me, of the 7 issues we talked about today, which one has affected you the most? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your story.